Hey everyone, it's Noshin, and welcome to my podcast. This is the third one, I think, and I finally got to make one! Yay! I've been wanting to make this for a really long time, but I've been really busy with some work lately. And I really want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for your just the love you showed me on Facebook and Instagram, and I would really like to thank Rabakan. I made this portrait of her and she shared it on Facebook and Instagram, and it went huge, and it's just like, I think 11,000 people watched it, and I can't believe it. I mean, that many people saw my work, and I'm like, what the hell? It's out of I can't even imagine it, so yeah. So thank you to Raba again, and thank you to all who watched it. And I couldn't ask for more. So coming back to the podcast, what I wanted to talk about today is taking too much work as an artist, like taking on too much work. So a few days ago, I worked on 3 or 4 projects, I think, and out of these, this one project I worked on, they wanted me to do a kind of portraits for someone, and well, the thing is, they didn't give me much time. I think they gave me around 2 days, but then I had to do it in 1 day, and it was just a really short amount of time for the amount of stuff I had to do, for the amount of work I had to do. And really, it turned out to be too much work for me, because before that I did some other stuff, and it just, I was already very tired, and I don't even know why I said yes to the project. It's not like, it was gonna help me towards my goal or something. I just got so obsessed with working, and just like painting and doing stuff. So I was just like, more work. I just have to keep on working. And so I took on the work, and the thing about me is, if I commit to something, I have to do it. I have to get it done. So, I mean, and it's just not getting it done. It has to be perfect. It has to be like, I have to give it my best. So there I was. I started the work, I think, at 10 p.m. or something, and I kept working, and I think I finished the work the next day around 10 a.m. and I think I worked a solid 12 hours without taking any sort of breaks. And what that did was, it caused me damage physically, and it caused me damage mentally. Physically, I kind of strained my neck muscles, like the back of my neck, and and yesterday, the whole day, I couldn't sit up straight because of that. It's crazy, but that's what happened. And because of sitting in the same position for so long, I kind of did that to myself. Yeah. And mentally, I was just like, I was not drawing what I really wanted to draw. I mean, yes, of course, like, I'm not gonna always be able to draw what I want to draw. I'm gonna do commission work. I'm gonna I'm gonna do other stuff, but and what, like, the client wants. But like, just, if you keep on doing something like for commission, like, if you keep doing commission work for too long, it just kind of makes you it just kind of, I don't know, for me it feels really suffocating, because like, I don't mind doing other people's work, but I have to keep on drawing what I want to draw also. And that's why drawing Rabakan was just, it felt so relaxing, because I finished all of that, and then I started doing the Rabakan portrait, and I really wanted to do that. No one asked me to do that. I wanted to do it. I wanted to paint it because it was such a nice picture, and so I drew it, and I felt better afterwards, finally doing something I wanted to do. But as I was saying, the project that I was working on, and they made me remove my signature, and afterwards I told my mom about it, and she told me that don't ever Like, doesn't matter how much someone is going to pay you, doesn't matter what is going to happen, don't ever remove your signature, your sign from a picture. And I really thought about that, and I realized that she's absolutely right. And you should never do that either. I mean, if it's your artwork, it's your artwork. If you can't submit it somewhere, then don't. You know, if it doesn't meet the client's expectations, if they want you to remove it, or the project is something that you can't add your name to it, then just don't do it at all. It's not really worth it. And all of that made me even more unhappy, and just, I don't know, it was an experience for sure. Like, it was a mistake, but an experience at the same time. But the person I was working with, he was pretty nice, and he did, like, I guess he did what he had to do. So that's alright. But, you know, yeah. So I got really unhappy, and I just got so much, I put so much on my plate, and it really wasn't doing me any favors, and it's not like I was really improving all that much, you know. So that's what I wanted to say, that if you're an artist, if you're a musician, if you work freelance, because I don't think in corporate jobs you get to take on too much work. I mean, you have a certain amount of work assigned to you. I'm not sure, I've never worked. But yeah, if you're working freelance, make sure you know your limits, make sure you know yourself, make sure you know how much work you can do in what amount of time. It's not worth the pressure, trust me. You're only gonna slow yourself down in the bigger picture, because yes, you might be earning money, yes, you might be, you know, like working and getting exposure or whatever, but in the long run, if you can't continue the momentum that you're in, it's not worth it. It's not worth the pain or the emotional stress that you go through. Like, your mental health should come above anything else. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about regarding taking too much work on, you know, as an artist, and then getting unhappy when you can't really draw what you actually want to draw. And if you keep on drawing what you don't want to draw for too long, you'll kind of end up hating the process of drawing itself. And trust me, you don't want to do that. You don't want to end up hating something you love. No, that would be the biggest mistake in the world. So yeah, and again, I would like to thank everyone of you who took the time to watch my videos, my podcasts, let me know. And it's just, I've been getting so many messages lately, and I can't express how happy I am. I mean, to be appreciated for something that you love doing, that's, I think, the greatest joy in the world. I think nothing in the world compares to that. So thank you. And the picture I'm drawing is of something mocha. I don't remember the name of the coffee. It's from Crimson Cup, and I just really love coffee, so I decided to draw it. I hope you guys like the painting, and I hope you liked the podcast. I'll try to do it more regularly, maybe once a week. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.